The first step getting into photography was definitely printing. In high school, I took a darkroom photography class. That first roll of film, I don't remember what I took, but that first print is what I remember.
My name is Jarrett Esau, based in New York City.
To keep inspired, I like to walk around different areas. I'll shoot different simulations, different formats.
FUJIFILM wanted to interview me about an upcoming project. I wasn't sure what to expect from it. Then I got a question about what city I would be interested in visiting.
That's cool.
I really did take it as just a random question. And then getting the acceptance, hearing that I'll get to visit San Francisco, hearing that I would be testing, some secret camera was a huge shock. I don't think anybody told me what it was beforehand. So I pull out the box, like, okay, it's the X-T5. All right, let's not panic. I wish I could have recorded my face, like, super, super, super excited.
I've always been interested in cars. I think I get it from my grandfather. Brought me a lot of toy cars as I was growing up. I don't know, he just influenced me a lot. That can't fix cars, can't change a tire, none of that, but I like cars. We did a good job today. We should go to Penumbra, make a couple of prints, make something cool.
There are a couple of developing out processes that I do that I really, really love. Cyanotype is a iron-based process. I can pre-acidify the paper. I'm also going to humidify the paper. We go into the exposure unit for about 1 minute and 25 seconds, and then we have a print. It's gonna be my first time in California, but I don't want to focus too much on that. I want to focus on learning from Ibarionex, like the tough questions, who do I shoot for, and like what my audience would be. He has so much more experience, and I'll probably definitely hear something I never thought of.
Hey.
Hey, man.
Nice to meet you.
Man, you got more bass in your voice than I remember.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really cool city to explore. There's so much richness here.
My name is Ibarionex Perello. I started photographing when I was 10 years old. I didn't want to do anything else. What I wanted to encourage him to do is don't worry too much about where you're at or how you're feeling right now about your work. He produces great work already, but he hasn't found himself yet.
It's kind of rare to be with somebody who knows how to see a scene,
Right.
and make it into something. Even from the brief time just watching you last night, it felt like you were just in a real natural groove, and that you were completely comfortable with the way that you were shooting. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is when you're doing work that's not street photography, being able to feel as good as you are on the street. Well, I have something for you. It's a journal.
Oh,
And
awesome.
After each shoot, just write about what it felt like. Because for me, the whole idea when I come out here is about being in the zone and not being judgmental about whether it's good or bad while I'm shooting. My job is really just to keep myself present, like right in the moment, because I'm always trying to utilize all my senses so that I can find something that I wouldn't discover otherwise. So what do you think you need to work on going forward?
And yeah, just continuing to slow down, work on my headspace. Let's say a day it's really not going my way. Just come back the next day, get back on the horse the next day.
When I read your letter, I felt like the insecurity and the self-doubt, because that's me, or at least it was me. you know, when I was younger. I'm hoping that I can save you a lot of grief and trouble by having you early on in your career understand what your process is. And don't worry about, you know, what other people think about it. You just make the photographs that you're driven to make. That's all that really matters.
It's a question that's uncomfortable to think deeper, to push deeper, to dig deeper about how I want to use my photography. You know, what do I want to say, and can I do things other than just make pretty pictures, you know?
I can't transform you overnight.
Right.
But I just wanted to give you plant those seeds for you to nurture and grow. It would be a shame for a photographer as talented as you are to allow self-doubt to diminish you or provide an excuse to not go out and make the work that you're meant to make. So what do we do next?
It's almost golden hour. I want to see some of this California light. I feel like that's what I keep hearing about.
Let's go do it. Make it happen.
Cool.
I'm not someone who uses a journal often, but I'm gonna make an effort because he's right. Even just talking about anxieties and fears and things like that, it's nice to know that even a seasoned pro like Ibarionex has anxieties that he has to overcome.
It's beautiful. And it shows your strength as a photographer. Did we go to the same park? Dynamic range on these cameras is amazing.
Right.
Because I never would have been able to pull this off in the film days.
I definitely was shooting 20th of a second, so the IBIS definitely saved me.
We're not tripod guys.
No.
We own them, but we don't use them.
No.
How do you feel that the last 2 days have shifted your perspective on the things that you were concerned with?
I don't have to overthink it as much. It feels like I can be myself.
That's a big deal.
Before going to the mentorship, I've been asked a few times, who do I photograph for? And I felt that answering I photograph myself was not a reasonable answer. So hearing Ibarionex say that he still photographs for himself was nice because it means that that is an acceptable answer. Why wouldn't you photograph for yourself?
I have so much appreciated working with you over these 2 days. 2 days is not long enough.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.